The car world is full of stories about engines that seem to last forever. Many of these tales come from the competition among German, Japanese, and American car makers. In the 1980s and 1990s, some engines really did run for hundreds of thousands, even millions of kilometers. These days, though, engine reliability is no longer the top priority for manufacturers. Instead, with globalization and the push for bigger profits, marketing has become more important. Another big factor is the stricter environmental rules in the US, Japan, and Europe. Because of this, making engines that last a very long time is not just less profitable, but also less practical. Now, most car makers focus on ensuring engines last through the warranty and then for a set lifespan, usually about 200,000 to 300,000 kilometers for modern engines. If you visit any car website, you'll see people arguing every day about which engines are the most reliable. Some engines really do deserve their reputation for being nearly indestructible, especially those made in the 1980s and 1990s, often called the golden age of cars. Today, we'll take a closer look at these engines. Toyota 1UZFE, 2UZFE, and 3UZFE. Let's begin with Toyota's famous family of gasoline engines, the 1, 2, and 3 UZFE. These 32-valve V8 engines have powered Toyota and Lexus luxury and sports cars since 1989. Every version came only with an automatic transmission. The first UZ engine appeared in the Toyota Crown S 130 in 1989, and then in the Lexus LS 400. It soon appeared in a number of other Toyota and Lexus models. According to Toyota's designation system, the engine was designated 1UZFE, where the number 1 denoted the generation, the letters UZ denoted the engine family, F denoted the valve train, and E denoted electronic fuel injection. The 4.7-liter 2UZFE engine soon followed. This engine was made for big SUVs and pickup trucks, so it needed to deliver strong torque in the middle of the rev range. Unlike other engines in the series, its block is made of cast iron. The UZ engines have earned their legendary status by running for hundreds of thousands of kilometers of service without repair. Toyota 1JZ GTE and 2JZ GTE. The next line of engines is also developed by Japanese engineers at Toyota. These are the legendary inline-6 engines, the 1 and 2 JZ GTE. The JZ engines are favorites among car tuners because they can be modified to produce a lot more power. Many enthusiasts get 500 to 700 horsepower from them without losing much reliability. And with the right upgrades, they can reach 1,000 horsepower or more. The standard 2.5-liter 1JZ GTE, made since 1990, produced 280 horsepower and 363 newton-meters of torque. It had a cast-iron block, an aluminum 24-valve head with a belt drive, and 2 turbochargers. With good care, these engines can last over 400,000 kilometers. The 1JZ GTE was used in cars such as the Toyota Mark II, Soarer, Crown, and Supra. Production stopped in 2007 due to new emissions rules. The 2JZ GTE is similar, but has a unique 3-liter block that is 14.5 millimeters taller. It also made 280 horsepower, but torque was higher at 432 newton-meters. Like the 1JZ, the 2JZ is known for its performance and reliability. Its production ended in 2002. These engines are tough and rarely develop problems as they get older. Toyota put them in many different models worldwide, but in the US, They were only found in the Supra. Toyota 22RE. The Toyota 22RE is an automotive icon. If doomsday ever arrived, you could count on two survivors: cockroaches and 2.4-liter 22RE engines, still humming away in the ruins. Renowned for its bulletproof reliability, this over-engineered four-cylinder has earned its place in history. The 22RE is well known for its practical, no-nonsense engineering. It has a strong cast-iron block and a tough bottom end with a forged steel crankshaft, making it very durable. Unlike many modern engines, the 22RE runs at lower speeds and produces less horsepower, but it offers good low-end torque. Because the engine isn't pushed too hard and uses electronic fuel injection for easier starts and better efficiency, it often lasts 300,000 miles or more with just basic care. Toyota mainly put the 22RE in its light trucks and early rear-wheel drive sports cars between 1982 and 1995. You'll find it under the hood of the Toyota Hilux, Toyota 4Runner, and Toyota Celica before the Celica switched to front-wheel drive. Often called the engine that won't die, this reliable workhorse powered Hilux pickups and 4Runners for more than 10 years. Its simple, low-stress design and chain-driven timing system help it last a long time, with many engines reaching 400,000 miles.
So there's a lot of people that say the Toyota truck is the best truck ever built in the entire world, especially this little four-cylinder version. But, you know, any inline 4 or 6 cylinder seems to last an awful long time, opposed to the V8 engines.
Nissan RB26DETT. Nissan is known for making reliable, long-lasting engines, but the RB26DETT stands out as the most legendary. This 2.6-liter inline-6 powered the Nissan Skyline GT-R from 1989 to 2002. The RB26 uses a cast-iron cylinder block and an aluminum cylinder head, with 4 valves per cylinder and 2 camshafts. Unlike other RB engines, it has 6 individual throttle bodies instead of just one. This engine was designed for all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive cars. The first RB26, with its twin turbochargers, made about 280 horsepower. However, tests of stock engines have shown they can actually reach up to 330 horsepower. This difference comes from a gentleman's agreement among Japanese automakers to limit car engines to 280 horsepower. The RB26 is famous for its performance and huge tuning potential. With light modifications, it can reach 600 horsepower, and even then, it can run for 400,000 kilometers without needing a rebuild. Stock engines, when used under normal conditions, can sometimes last up to 1,000,000 kilometers, though that's rare since most end up with tuners and performance fans who push them hard. With maximum tuning, the RB26 can make over 1,400 horsepower. You'll find these engines in the Skyline R32, R33, and R34 models. Volkswagen 1.9 TDI. The Volkswagen 1.9 TDI is a well-known 4-cylinder diesel engine. It is economical and reliable, often lasting up to 500,000 kilometers. Some engines have even reached 1,000,000 kilometers. Volkswagen developed this engine in the early 1990s. Since then, it has been updated many times and produced in huge numbers. Its simple, easy-to-repair design made it very popular among Volkswagen and Audi owners. Even today, all 2-liter diesel engines are based on this original design, showing how successful it has been. The engine first appeared in the Audi 80 and Audi 100 in 1991. The 90-horsepower 1.9 TDI set a new standard for its class. Cars with this engine could go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in under 14 seconds and use about 6 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers. It also started well in cold weather and was very reliable. The main downside is that these engines can be noisy and vibrate more, especially in smaller cars. Since the early 1990s, many Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda, and Seat models have used this engine, with improved versions made until 2012. Audi 2.2-liter turbo inline 5. Audi's 2.2-liter and 2.3-liter turbocharged inline 5 engines have earned legendary status in the car world. People admire their strong design and how well they handle high power with few problems. Their unique firing order, signature sound, and success in Group B rally racing helped shape Audi's reputation for performance. These inline 5 engines are known for being very tough. They use a strong cast-iron block and forged parts, making the bottom end especially durable. With regular maintenance, they can last for hundreds of thousands of miles. Many tuners even boost them to over 500 horsepower without opening the engine. Most reliability problems now come from age, not design. Since these engines are from the 1980s and 1990s, many of the parts around them are worn out. Owners often deal with cracked rubber and plastic parts. Boost leaks, vacuum leaks from old hoses, failing gaskets, and brittle cooling system plastics are all common issues. These bulletproof engines powered the original Audi Quattro and the Audi RS2 Avant, both famous for their ability to endure tough rally conditions. For most people, though, they are best known from the Audi 100 C3. The engine was available in both naturally aspirated and turbocharged versions, and later evolved into the high-performance S4. Mercedes W123 and W124 engines. The gasoline engines in the Mercedes-Benz W123 and W124 models are known for their extreme reliability. Built from the 1970s to the late 1990s, these engines were designed by engineers who prioritized quality over cost-cutting. There were so many engine choices for these Mercedes models that it is hard to pick just one as the most reliable. So we will list the main engines known for longevity. All of these engines are well known, and each can reach 1,000,000 kilometers with proper maintenance. M110 2.8-liter inline 6. This was the main engine of the W123 generation. Featuring hemispherical combustion chambers and 2 overhead camshafts, it was advanced for its time. As long as the fuel system is set up right and the valves are adjusted, it can easily go over 300,000 miles. It is loud, uses a lot of fuel, and is a tough engine that almost never breaks. M102, 2.0 to 2.3-liter inline-4. This engine came out near the end of the W123 and was the main engine for the early W124. After Mercedes changed it from a single to a double timing chain in 1988, the engine became one that could last 1,000,000 miles. It is simple and easy to work on, but the Bosch fuel injection system can develop vacuum leaks as the rubber hoses get old. M103, 2.6 to 3.0-liter inline-6. This was the main engine for the early and mid-range W124 models. It runs very smoothly and is well balanced. The lower part of the engine is known for being extremely tough, often going over 300,000 miles without problems. M104, 2.8 to 3.6-liter inline-6. The M104 gave the W124 a modern 24-valve setup. It is very strong, to the point that car fans often call it the German 2JZ because the engine block can handle a lot of extra power. However, early 1990s versions have a well-known wiring harness problem, in which the wires lose their coating, damaging the engine computer. Once the wiring and any head gasket leaks are fixed, this engine can last 1,000,000 miles. M111, 1.8 to 2.3-liter inline-4. The M111 replaced the M102, adding 2 camshafts on top and 4 valves per cylinder. Like the M104, early W124 versions had problems with the eco-friendly wiring harness falling apart. The engine itself is very tough, like a tractor. It often has small oil leaks near the front camshaft adjuster, but the main parts inside are almost impossible to break. Later versions in other cars were well known for their supercharged compressor engines. These engines became legends because Mercedes did not worry about cost when building them. Before new rules on pollution and fuel efficiency forced car makers to use thinner metals and more complex turbochargers, Mercedes made engines that could run at highway speeds for hours without any trouble. They used heavy cast iron blocks, thick aluminum heads, strong internal metal parts, and tough timing chains instead of rubber belts that can break easily. Even though they might develop vacuum leaks or sensor problems as they age, the main parts of these engines almost never fail and often last longer than the car body. Mercedes W123 and W124 diesel engines. If the petrol engines from the W123 and W124 eras are considered bank vaults, the diesel engines from this same period are the bedrock upon which those vaults were built. Mercedes-Benz diesels from the 1970s to the late 1990s set the standard for how long a car can last. They are the clear leaders of the million-mile club. These engines became legendary because they are simple and built to last. Unlike modern diesels that have complex fuel systems and sensitive parts, these older engines are fully mechanical. They use strong Bosch inline mechanical injection pumps connected directly to the timing chain. With heavy cast iron blocks, forged crankshafts, and large main bearings, they can handle diesel compression, but make only modest horsepower. Because they run at low stress and low RPMs with tough parts, they wear out very little inside. As long as you keep the oil and fuel clean, these engines can outlast their owners and even the cars themselves. OM616 2.4-liter inline-4 diesel. The OM616 is known for being slow, but it is also known for lasting forever. With just 65 to 72 horsepower, this simple engine rarely sees much stress. It powered millions of taxis in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, often reaching over 500,000 miles with just regular valve adjustments and oil changes. OM617 3.0-liter inline-5 diesel. The OM617 is probably the most well-known reliable engine Mercedes-Benz has ever made. Mercedes added a cylinder to the OM616 to make this 3.0-liter 5-cylinder, and later installed a Garrett turbocharger for the US market to handle highway speeds. The turbo version features oil squirters to cool the pistons and a hardened crankshaft. This engine is loud and distinctive, and many have gone over 750,000 miles without needing a rebuild. OM602 2.5 to 2.9-liter inline-5 diesel. The OM602 brought Mercedes diesel engines up to date for the W124 and W201 models. It is smoother, quieter, and more efficient than the OM617, thanks to hydraulic lifters that remove the need for manual valve adjustments. It still uses the tough Bosch mechanical injection pump. Many people see it as the perfect balance between modern comfort and old-school reliability. OM603 3 to 3.5-liter inline-6 diesel. The Mercedes-Benz OM603 is a well-known inline-6 diesel engine produced from the mid-1980s through the late 1990s. Designed to replace the legendary but sluggish OM617 inline-5, the OM603 brought modern refinement, a higher rev limit, and significantly more power to the diesel lineup, all while retaining a largely mechanical, bulletproof core. The OM602 and OM603 engines are known for their durability, often lasting over 500,000 miles with just basic care. They improved on the previous generation by adding hydraulic valve lifters, which means you don't need to adjust the valves by hand, and by improving airflow, all while keeping the tough mechanical core. OM606 3.0-liter inline-6 diesel. The OM606 is the final and most advanced version of the mechanical pump Mercedes diesel. It came out near the end of the W124's production run and features 24 valves, making it very smooth and easy to rev. Like the petrol M104, its robust engine block makes the turbo diesel version popular with tuners, who often boost it to over 400 horsepower with a bigger turbo and upgraded pump parts, while keeping the original internals. This was a list of the most reliable and indestructible engines from the golden age of automotive engineering. If you think there's another super reliable engine missing, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know which engines are in your cars and their mileage. It would be quite interesting to read. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps with promotion. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next videos on the Motor Wave.